Anyone down for a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. Had Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then, it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than Summer Camp Tango.
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
Hi, Hunter. Hunter, want to watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps the limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away. Just ask. Quiet. Here we go.
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens' plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Ugh, of course the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
It's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
I have some words to contribute.
I miss my students back at the school, but we'll be reunited soon.
You two look like you're dragging a bit. Want another can of Start Drive?
If you ignore the sense of demonic gloom lurking in the flames, it's almost like we're back in the workshop at Avengers Tower. Almost.
You seem quite occupied here.
It's good. It's really good, actually. If I can keep myself busy enough, I think I can keep the darkness at bay.
Do not be afraid to rely on your friends. They can support you when you feel uneasy.
I'm doing exactly that. In this forge, with the scientific instruments laid out before me, it feels safe. I hope I can hold on to that for as long as I can. It turns out all I needed was to get my hands on a decent set of mass spectrometers. And to be reunited with those two. I miss them. I don't want them to hear. Their egos are big enough already.
I will leave you to finish whatever it is you are working on here.
Been one hell of a wild ride, hasn't it, Hunter?
It is about to get wilder.
You know, when I graduated MIT summa cum laude, I knew I was destined to found a billion-dollar tech empire. But if you told me I would one day trade in my state-of-the-art Avengers lab for a demon-powered forge in a haunted abbey, and my Nobel Prize-winning staff of scientists for Dr. Spooky and the Jolly Green Giant, I'd have told you I didn't believe in fairy tales.
I do hope your workmates are treating you well.
Oh yeah, we've got a real dysfunctional office vibe going on back here. But if I had to pick one coworker who I said was my absolute favorite, I would have to go with Babs, the adorable Babylonian demon who lives in the furnace.
You prefer the demon in the forge to Strange?
Well, Babs is surprisingly helpful, especially for an evil entity that keeps whispering, "Kill them all," in my ear over and over again.
Tony, should I be worried?
Well, just keep your door locked at night and you'll be fine. Gotcha! I've been waiting for that a long time.
Do not scare me like that.
I scared the 300-year-old demon child of Lilith? I can die now.
You keep pulling pranks like that and you might.
The look on your face right now, priceless. But not as priceless as it will be when you see what we've been burning the midnight oil over.
What have you been working on?
Top secret. I'd send you an NDA, but I'm pretty sure my executive assistant is Lillian now. Plus, I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. So, sorry boss, but you'll just have to wait.
I do not like waiting, or surprises.
And I used to not like magic all that much, but here we are. Don't worry, you'll get the big reveal in the morning. Oh, which reminds me, I better get back at it.
The God Killer has been displaying some strange behavior.
You mean besides the glowing?
Yes, besides the glowing. This concerns you directly, I think. I've noticed whenever you're in its presence, the artifact begins to almost pulsate, like it comes alive for you. What do you make of that?
Whatever it means, we have to hope it is a good thing. Because the alternative
would be yet another potentially world-ending threat for us to deal with. And this one would be right here under our noses.
Is it still safe for me to pick up?
I suspect you're the only one of us who can. I don't think the God Killer wants anyone else touching it.
I will just pray that is a good thing. Hello, my sweet girl.
I haven't seen you out here in... Do you know where you're standing right now?
Yes, it was the place where I...
Vanquished your mother, saved the world, and made the ultimate sacrifice doing it.
So, I remember.
You do?
Well, parts of it.
Right. I'm sorry you do, kiddo. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
I am proud of my sacrifice.
Well, I'm not. I treated you like you were just a weapon. But you're more than that. More than the hunter. You're the only child I had. Ever will have. Just promise me I won't lose you again.
You need to know this. I always thought of you as my real mother.
I love you too. God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning. Agatha and I are going to hang back here for a bit longer. You go ahead and...
That was a nice moment between you two.
It was.
We love you like our own child, you know. When you passed, we were inconsolable for decades. We never wanted you to have to make that sacrifice. But you were always the kind of person who would die so the rest of us could live. Made the loss even harder to bear for us. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
I am not. I fear no death, Agatha. How can I, when I know you will be waiting there for me on the other side?
And I will be, if it comes down to that. But I don't think it will.
Why would it be any different this time?
Because everything is different now. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. Just remember how loved you are, and that will get you through.
Hi.
Hunter.
Parker still has to mix chemicals to make his webbing.
Do you know why the sky has changed its hue to that rather radioactive shade of green? That's what it looks like when the veil between two dimensions begins to bleed together and become one. Almost like a sunset. The sun is about to go down on this dimension, and all will go dark. Hunter, I'm scared. I don't want to face him alone.
Fear is the appropriate emotion for what is about to happen to you. If we do not kill you first, your master will. After he is done swallowing this world, he will turn his appetite on you.
Please, Hunter. After all I've done for you.
All you have done for me is put me in a casket.
That's not true. I sold my soul for you.
You what?
It's the truth Sarah and Agatha have been hiding from you. They wanted you to hate me. So they kept the sacrifice I made for you a secret.
You made the decision to sell your soul. Do not attempt to make me responsible.
But I did it for you.
Why would you do such a thing? I do not understand.
Because you would have died if I didn't. A human and a member of the Blood never had a child together before. You were the first. You were so sick. I was told you weren't going to survive. So, I made a deal with him. Your life, in exchange for my soul. I gave up everything for you. My humanity, my soul, my life. Why can't you stand by my side?
You know I cannot betray those who have grown to trust me.
I thought you might say that. I just want you to know that when you fail, my offer will still stand.
Do me no favors, Mother.
Why won't you accept how much I love you?
If you truly love me, end this madness, before it breaks the world.
Child, the world is already broken.
Not yet. You cannot stop us, Mother. I will face you.
You always have.
Welcome to my barracks, as I like to call it.
Reminds you of your war days, huh?
The smell is the same. Old socks, anticipation, and sometimes fear. I was just a kid when I joined the army. I never thought my war days would come to an end.
Well, it looks like they never did. It seems the world still needs Captain America.
They called the First World War the war to end all wars. If only that was true. I was 19 when I enlisted in the Second World War, and they've just kept coming. As much as I hate to say it, maybe war is our destiny. We're both soldiers who've been plucked from our timelines and thrown into it over and over again. Maybe this is what we're supposed to be doing. Fighting an endless war.
I do not know, Steve. I believe that one day there will be a world without war.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're more optimistic about it than I am.
Seriously, Steve. Imagine a world ruled through peace. You could do anything you wanted to do.
I'd just find another cause to fight for that didn't require the use of my fists or my shield.
Like?
I don't know. Probably some social justice nonprofits or something to do with stopping climate change.
You are never going to stop saving the world, are you?
No, and neither are you. You're about the closest thing I have here to a co-captain. We might not be able to end all wars, but if you keep walking the walk, we'll be able to end this one.
I am done with all this mysterious secrecy business, and you have got to get over it too.
How's it going, boss? Let me do my...
Trying to be mysterious, Iliyama.
Tell them what you know about the God Killer, right?
I will, but I need to do it in my own way. Tony and I have been researching this God Killer as best we can. We've been limited by what's available to us here in the Abbey.
I should hope you have found something by now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I have. It's a bit troubling, to tell you the truth. I really need to double-check my findings. There are a few more scrolls I should consult.
Why will you not tell me, Strange? What exactly are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything, Hunter, and I don't care much for the accusation. The truth is something quite disturbing, and I'm not one to casually flaunt that information around like so much internet gossip. However, we don't need distrust around here, not with Lilith's power growing, so perhaps I should tell you what I know now. I suspected this blade had a connection to Cthon, but I didn't realize how intimate that connection truly was.
I am not sure I like where this is going.
I feel unclean even saying these words, but the God Killer wasn't just made to fight Cthon, it's made of Cthon.
I'm sorry, this is somehow worse than I was expecting. Could you repeat that?
The ancient texts tell of Cthon's last appearance in our plane when the forces of humanity assembled to drive him back, and in doing so, they sliced off part of the Dark God. That part was lost to the ages, until now. It has resurfaced, now forged into a weapon. The God Killer.
Incredible.
Part of me feels we should throw it into the forge right now and wash our hands of it completely.
Throw it in the flames? Why? The God Killer is not just a cast-off appendage of the Dark God. It is a way for us to attain the same heights of power that a God commands.
Be careful with your thirst for power, Hunter. Though we are blessed with might greater than average mortals, seeking more is a path that can only lead to ruin.
I feel drawn to it, like it wants me to pick it up.
I suspect you're the only one who could do it. Every attempt I've made to touch it has not gone well.
I knew it. I knew you were holding back something.
I had intended to consult with Hunter privately before telling the whole team, but yes, now you know.
I suspected it was part of Cthon. You don't normally encounter daggers that immediately make you feel like you want to throw them far out to sea. But if you feel like picking it up, go on.
I can feel the power of it, rising and falling, like it is breathing.
I could use something like that as a nightlight.
A weapon like this is not to be trifled with. I think we're very lucky that Red Skull kept it buried away as deep as he did.
What, was he socking it away for a rainy day?
He probably thought he could use it to kill Lilith.
This world's only big enough for one psycho-narcissist tyrant, I guess.
And now it is ours, and let nothing stand in our way.
Of course. Never mind.
Oh, knock it off with the mysterious stuff. Just come out and say what's on your mind.
It's entirely possible Lilith could have an entirely different use for the God Killer. She could use it to complete Cthon.
Well, that changes things.
Hunter, I need you in the war room as soon as possible.
I'm not used to seeing vampires in a chapel. Even Blade rarely comes here.
Naturally. Most vampires wouldn't be caught dead in a place like this.
I think you mean caught undead.
Yes, of course. Regardless, I am not like most vampires.
Because you're a living vampire?
Well, that's part of it. My powers come from a perversion of science, so I do not share the vampiric weaknesses. But our differences run deeper than that.
What do you mean?
Well, for starters, I do not abide by their foolish traditions. Most vampires are superstitious stooges, hissing at crosses and flinching whenever they feel a drop of water. I do not believe in many of the common dark magics. Most paranormal events can be explained through the magic of science.
I should not be surprised that the living vampire is a walking contradiction.
I do sound like a paradox, don't I? But give me a moment to explain. As I see it, the universe is governed by fundamental rules like gravity and nuclear fusion. Science and magic are just two ways of tapping into and manipulating those rules. So, I'm not saying the paranormal world does not exist. I merely believe most people give it too much credence. In the end, science is more powerful than a spell.
I would be grateful to have a spell in almost any fight. Or would you have us throwing test tubes at vampires?
Hey, test tubes gave me these teeth. The only thing this supernatural world ever gave me is a headache.
I suppose the magical world is not for everyone.
Indeed. But you have given me something to think about. Not many people take the time to listen to my theories. For that, I am grateful.
We're almost there, kiddo. Finish what you need to finish, while there's still time.
I will let you know when I am ready.
Well, are you ready to defy a prophecy?
As ready as I will ever be.
Good. I'll give you a moment to get changed.
And to secure the God Killer. I will keep it hidden until I am ready to strike at Lilith.
It's their world now, you know. Deep down, they're not half bad. Humans. Lilith showed me that much.
Now you speak fondly of my mother?
No, I speak truthfully. The best way we can honor your mother's memory is to destroy the monster she has become. Never forget that.
Then what are we waiting for?
You, actually. It's time.
Still amazed by this thing. I prefer silver for killing monsters, but this gold looks slick. Hulk arm, shiny.
I better not get a rash from this.
Sure we can't up the fire on mine?
I wonder if there's time to add some cloaks.
You did all this?
I mean, not all. A lot, but it was a team effort and a good idea. Not even mine.
I thought it would be a nice touch.
For our first apocalypse together.
Like a very wise young woman once said, we are the Midnight Suns.
A family.
And family is family.
Yeah. So this time?
We all got your back.
Storming the gates of an impregnable temple? Facing the mother of demons and gods know what unimaginable horrors inside?
Yes. Only now...
We'll all be doing it in style.
Speaking of which, your turn, boss.
Now, who wants to go save the world?
I never wanted to live to see this day, Hunter. The Order of the Midnight Suns, risen again. My own kin returned from beyond the veil. Never on my own could I have united such a disparate band of warriors. You did that, Hunter. Before you go, do not count on any more resurrections. These moments are all that remain before the prophecy is either fulfilled or ended once and for all. If there is anything you wish to say to any of us, now is the time.
I know you have a lot on your mind.
What shall we... Can you smell it?
Smell what?
Chaos and uncertainty. It saturates the air.
And here I thought you were going to say you smelled victory.
No, not yet. But I will. I am sure of it. It suddenly occurred to me, this might be our last conversation.
Do not say that.
You have been one of the closest friends I have ever had, Hunter. I want you to know that. If we are to die, I would be proud to do it by your side.
Oh, Eliana.
Let's not get emotional about this.
I would be honored to die by your side.
Dying is not the best outcome. You do know the plan, yes?
I know the plan.
Good, because I was making my last post to Superlink, just in case. Well, it's almost time.
Eliana.
No. No goodbyes. See you out there, Hunter. I like this suit. Reminds me of...
So, this is it, huh?
It appears so.
I, just wanted a moment to talk to you, you know, just in case we, never get a chance to again.
I would be lying if I said I did not harbor the same fears.
Right? Just look around. I mean, this could be the last time we're ever together. I've just gotten used to our weird little family, and I'm not sure I want to lose it. And you're a big part of that. You brought this team together in a way I couldn't. I have a ton of respect for that, Hunter. So, you know, don't die.
Nico, you were the first to treat me as a person, not just some ancient weapon.
Well, yeah, that's because you're awesome. I just thought you needed a friend.
I am glad you chose me as a friend.
That's really sweet of you to say. Honestly, if you hadn't pulled us together as a team, I don't know if I would have made it this far. Well, I guess it's time. I'll see you on the other side, Hunter.
Need to unburden, Hunter? Is this really it? Are we ready for this?
Are you?
I have to be, don't I? I've spent too much of the past year letting people down. That isn't who I am. But it would calm my nerves if I heard it from someone else.
The team has never been more ready. And Wanda, you are its beating heart. I do not think you can do this. I know you can.
Wow, my nerves are calmed and my face is tingling. Or I'm blushing? Ah, I'm so pumped I can't even tell. Ready or not, we are actually going through with this. About Agatha. What you did to restore her,
What we both did, Wanda.
Still, no matter what happens, I will never forget what you did for her. For me. Well, Any final advice?
Do not forget to breathe.
All right. I'm ready to have words with your mother.
No demons to report here, boss.
¿Qué pasa? You should have written her will or something. You know, like a responsible adult.
Who would receive your earthly possessions?
Ileana gets my comic books. She'll say she hates them, but she sneaks into my room and reads every new issue. Peter gets my favorite controller that I, tuned a bit. Not to cheat, just to make the Rumble feel more authentic. And the Hell Ride goes to Gabe. It's the most me thing I have. How sad is that?
Robbie, what is wrong?
I'm not the kind of guy who comes back from something like this, Hunter. I don't really mind it. We're doing something that matters here. But Gabe, he deserves more than this.
Robbie, I am counting on you to survive this.
Okay, sure. But why?
Because you need to introduce me to Gabe. You cannot do it if you are dead.
I don't think it's that easy.
Listen up. I need you to keep him safe.
Of course I'll keep Gabe safe.
I was talking to Sparky.
Yeah, okay. I'll introduce you after. I promise.
I will hold you to that.
So, we're doing this? For real? Then let's hit the road.
Hello. So, this is it, huh? End of the world? All of us riding into the big showdown like it's the OK Corral?
I do not know what you are talking about.
It doesn't matter. Listen, I find this kind of thing easier if I have something to look forward to after. So when we finish putting your mother down, no offense, then it's cookout time at Casa Stark. Let's make Strange bring the hot dogs. As long as they're from this dimension.
I cannot remember the last time I was not worried about something. If we do succeed, then a party would be wonderful.
I'll put you on the guest list then. Don't worry, we'll keep it small. 300 tops.
Well, I do not want to hinder your party planning any further, so I think...
Actually, there is one thing. I wanted to say thanks for giving me a peek behind the magical veil, so to speak. I still don't trust those rabbits coming out of top hats, but you really helped with the rest of it.
You're a good man, Tony. I'm honored to fight alongside you.
I'm a pretty cool boss, too. At least that's what they tell me.
I will have to take your word for that.
Well, all right then. We're not going to accomplish anything by standing around here gabbing. Let's go save the world. Again.
What's up? Hunter, waiting for the light to turn chartreuse?
I do not understand what a green light has to do with this.
Never mind. Let's go show an elder god its place in the universe.
Before we go,
Got something to get off your chest, Hunter?
no matter the outcome, our meeting made this worthwhile.
Don't make me blush. I hate blushing. But thank you, Hunter. Even though you're the star of this particular show.
Well, I suppose this is our last breath before plunging into battle.
Nothing is assured, so before we go, it's my turn to speak. It's finally time to confront your family issues. Before we do this saving the world thing, I'm not very good at this. Being vulnerable with you, well, it's been the highlight of this prophecy-busting experience. No matter what happens, I'll carry our friendship forward, to the stars or beyond.
It has been my honor to know you.
That settles it then. Ready to bring Chthon down? I sure am.
May the stars sing of our victory.
Whew, chills. Gotta remember that one. It's inspiring.
Just warning you, I'm not really one for sappy goodbyes.
No?
Nah, it's a waste of time. Big hugs, back slaps, couple tears. If we're going out fighting, I'd rather get in a couple of laughs first.
I wish I had a bag of clever lines I could recall at a moment's notice. Unfortunately, I do not.
It's no biggie. Don't beat yourself up. Let's just go beat up some demons.
Good idea. Demons are not funny either.
It's been cool getting to know you and hanging at the bar, Hunter. It's not like we became best friends or anything, but I like your style.
I like your style as well, Logan.
Too bad you never saw me in a Canadian tuxedo. Now that is style.
We should probably move along.
Right. Enough chit-chat. Let's go save the world.
After all the ancient books I've studied, it feels so odd to be standing here and know that I may be in the final chapter of my own story.
I cannot say how that would feel.
It's uncanny, really, and to be with you to share this moment.
Is there something wrong?
You've given me such confidence in myself, and yet I know so little about you, it's impossible to return the favor.
I have not been lurking around the Abbey trying to keep things from you, if that is what you are worried about.
No, that's not it at all. It's hard to put this feeling into words. You helped me regain clarity about my place in this world, so maybe it's my confidence that's causing me to see things that aren't really there.
It is possible. Confidence can become quite intoxicating.
I feel we have so much more to discuss.
The day grows long, and every moment is precious, Strange.
This conversation isn't over. It's merely paused until a quieter time presents itself. Until then, the battle awaits.
Let's talk, Hunter.
Okay, so it's go time, huh? We totally have this in the bag, right?
To claim victory is guaranteed only ensures that one feels defeat.
Right, but you're like a god-killing, mother-thwarting machine. And you've done this before.
It is not about me, Peter. It is about us. The alignment of the celestial bodies that brings the prophecy to our door is nothing compared to the bonds of the Midnight Suns.
Yeah, together we're stronger than whatever the cosmos can throw at us. You are really good at this calming speech before the Tempest thing.
I do not believe Chthon counted on all of us teaming up and working together.
So, before we go and commit heavily premeditated deicide, I gotta say something. I've been cheating at video games with Robbie. My spider sense just enhances the reflexes. Kinda hard to turn it off. I don't know why I need to say this now, before the end of the world, but let it be known.
On the battlefield, I shall relay this to Robbie.
Although, I guess Robbie cheats at video games too. With Sparky around, he's always playing co-op. Alright, I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. Let's go.
And we shall, Spider-Man.
Midnight Suns for life! Evildoers beware.
Hulk ready to battle!
We did not have time to get to know one another well, but I am still honored to enter this battle at your side.
Hulk not have words, so Hulk say excited to crush demons to pulp.
That is the kind of attitude I like to hear.
Hulk not interested in more blah blah blah. This boring. Bring on bad guys.
Right. Well, let us get on with it.
Hulk not like lettuce. Blah.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Whatever's on the other side of that portal, this isn't goodbye. That kind of talk trips you up. If you already think you'll lose the battle, no point in fighting it.
No need to act tough. I am also concerned for what may come of this.
It's like you're having a conversation with yourself. I'm not concerned. Not for me, not for any of you. We're the Midnight Suns, and after today, the whole world will know what that means. You think this is a big moment, don't you? Fine. If you have something to get off your chest, say it. Whatever helps you shake the jitters loose.
It sounds like you have something to say to me.
This isn't easy for me, but I rarely do easy, so here goes. You better come back, or I'll kick your ass.
You worry I will not come back?
Nah, we resurrected you once. I'm sure we could do it again, but let's not make it a habit.
Understood.
However this ends, what we do today matters. Carry that with you, Hunter.
I will. Thanks, Blade.
You can call me Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
Regretting this already.
We made it this far. You ready to see it through?
As best I can.
I have no doubt it'll be your best. Whatever comes next is not fate, destiny, or prophecy. It's where you led us.
This was a team effort, Steve.
No need for modesty. I get it. I'm uncomfortable with praise as well. But I mean it. Best get a move on.
Nothing else to say?
The time for fancy speeches is over. Now, we get the job done.
Finally, some action! I know this is meant to be a serious moment or whatever, but come on, can we talk about the fit for a second? Mine smells like new car.
Always making jokes, even at the very end.
Oh, I've got more. I'm just saving them for when we throw a rager later. I want to see the Hulk crush a piñata with his hands.
We all need to survive before we can celebrate.
No one is allowed to die because I already made them RSVP. That's how it works, right?
How do you usually prepare for a life or death situation?
Meditate, write in my journal, pray to the flying spaghetti monster. Oh, you were being serious. Listen, these goodbyes aren't really my thing.
How so?
I don't stick around long enough to get to this point. I always peace out before things get too mushy. It's not like I've never done it. I've said adios to people who never came home. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend.
Saying farewell is never easy, especially when the outcome is uncertain.
No dying on me, Hunter. I'll be mega pissed if it takes another 300 years for you to come out of your sleeping beauty coma. You don't want to see wrinkly old Pool. I didn't either when I clicked on that link, but I live a safe search off kind of life.
Never has a threat sounded so sweet.
Well, that's what you get when you're with me. Anyway, break a leg out there. Not your own, though. You don't heal as fast as me.
Is that supposed to bring me good luck?
Breaking the legs of every creepy crawly so they can't fight back? It's called strategy, Hunter.
Ready to eat your way through an army of demons, big guy?
We hunger, but demons are dry and stringy, like overcooked meat.
Hunger is the best spice.
We prefer rosemary.
You look... It is good, but different. How does it make you feel?
Powerful. We will rip the flesh from their tendons and drain the marrow from their bones.
Love the team spirit.
Hunter, before you go, Eddie wishes to speak for himself.
Of course. Do you need some privacy, or...?
Hey, before we crack into the appetizers, I wanted to say, thanks for saving me from Lilith, for welcoming me into the Suns, for everything.
I understand, Eddie. You are welcome.
I don't think you do understand. I've been here before, at the precipice.
I understand how you feel, especially given everything my mother put you through.
I won't lie, the symbiote and I are both anxious as hell right now. But I don't want to talk about Lilith. I want to talk about you. Sometimes, the apple falls miles away from the tree.
You do not need to thank me, Eddie.
Oh, look, I'm just trying to be nice here. I want to say thanks for all you've done.
You are a part of a team now, Eddie. We help each other out.
Huh. You know, I don't work as part of a team very often. Yeah, feels kind of good. Well, if we're really gonna do this, guess I should suit back up.
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never gonna end.
You know, I've come back from the brink of death a couple of times. Started to feel like I was immune to it. Something about this coming battle is making me question that.
Some of us may not return from this. Are you sure you are ready?
Well, I've been a living vampire for a long time. Might as well explore the alternative.
Doctor, that is actually funny.
I have my moments. I know we haven't gotten to know each other very well, but I've admired watching you from the sidelines as you led this team through one victory after another. After this is all over, I would like to know you better.
Thank you, but we should not get too far ahead of ourselves. We must focus on the task at hand.
How are you feeling about the upcoming battle?
My mother has assembled a mighty army, but they are no match for the combined might of the Midnight Suns.
I admire that optimism.
But you do not share it?
Maybe. I don't know. If nothing else, I'm glad you'll be watching my back.
Yes, we all have to watch each other's backs today.
That's a lot of backs. I mean, have you seen Hulk's? It probably counts for 3.
Then it is good that we all have 2 eyes. Come, Doctor. We cannot stall any longer.
No, you're right.
What is your catchphrase? It is time to morb?
Close enough. Let's do this.
This feels very familiar.
What does?
The moments leading up to a final battle. There's a certain intensity in the air. What do you sense?
I sense a feeling of dread and unease. Like the world could slip from under my feet at any moment.
A completely normal emotion to feel, especially before heading into the unknown.
You have been in this situation many times. Do you have any advice for me?
Be genuine with our team. Show us that we're following our fearless leader into battle.
Even if I am unsure of the outcome?
Yes, the honesty helps keep us in the game and reminds us what we're fighting for.
Is there anything else you can share with me before we head out?
My guidance is short and sweet. Fight and win.
I can do that.
If we are lucky, we will all live to swap stories afterwards. Well, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. You're going to do great. I'll see you on the other side.
I appreciate the pep talk.
I have given many. I look forward to your victory speech. It's hard fighting the urge to say something corny yet uplifting before battle.